Hecate, the ruler of the witches, speaks of Macbeth's prophecies and the false sense of security that he will get from them. She wants to be responsible for Macbeth's downfall.
The first example of diction we see is in the words saucy and overbold, where Hecate throws insults to the other witches. Secondly, when Hecate says, "And I, the mistress of your charms," she is saying that she is their leader and source of power, and that they should include her in affairs involving prophecies and spells. Finally, Hecate says, "Was never called to bear my part or show the glory of our art," which she reveals her great power, and we see her overconfident attitude show.
This piece is done in iambic pentameter, along with rhyming couplets, such as Macbeth and death, part and art, noon and moon, illusion and confusion, and bear and fear. Although said differently, they are spelt the same. There is also a turning point within the piece. The witch reveals the malicious plan, and this is when the piece becomes to get dark. Rhyming words become dark. For example, we have more of noon and moon, fear, and ground, which can typically be uncomfortable or threatening. While previously we had art, sun, which is not typically threatening. Our third example of structure in this piece is there is a da-dum, da-dum, da-dum rhythm in iambic pentameter, and that can be seen within the last two lines. And you all know security is mortal's chiefest enemy.
So the first quote that I picked from this monologue is saucy and overbold, which is what Hecate calls the other witches when she finds out that they went on and told Macbeth his future without her. And saucy and overbold is basically calling the other witches disobedient hags, which is not a nice thing to say. It's basically an insult. So this will give you an image of how she was feeling at the time, which was very angry. To trade and traffic with Macbeth in riddles and affairs of death is the next quote that I picked, which is saying Macbeth was just given his future by the witches, like an image of his future. Mistress of your charms is saying that Hecate is the source of power as well as the boss of the other witches. The close contriver of all harms is saying she's the one who decides all bad things that will happen or anything evil that will happen. Now, these 2 points specifically give you a slight description of her character, which is very bold, very confident, and very powerful. She's well respected because she is the boss, as I said earlier. Spiteful and wrathful, who as others do loves for his own ends, not for you. This gives a slight description of Macbeth's character, as he's very hateful, very spoiled, and very selfish at this point in the play. The next quote that I picked was, "This night I'll spend unto a dismal and fatal end," is saying that Hecate is planning something very bad through the night for Macbeth. Raise such artificial sprites. Now this symbolizes a fake or unnatural fortune that will be created by these witches and their spells. Now the last quote that I picked is, "As by the strength of their illusion shall draw him on to his confusion." This is just saying that Hecate's power will produce illusions that will make Macbeth see things that will make him eventually go crazy.
We first see figurative imagery in the line, "There hangs a vaporous drop profound, I'll catch it ere it come to the ground." This line contains a metaphor because Hecate is saying that an important drop is hanging, which is a metaphor for an important plan. She also says that she will catch the drop when it falls, meaning she will hatch the plan herself. Okay. We see personification in the word security because it is relating security to be mortal's worst enemy. When you use the word security, which is a feeling, to mortal, which is a human, it gives the word security human attributes. Although there's not much figurative imagery used in this piece, we can see that the figurative imagery that is there helps to dramatically increase our understanding of the scene. By using personification and metaphors, we see how intelligent Hecate is and how they will help us to understand what she is planning to do against Macbeth.